Army colleagues with this
Keep talking.
presentation they created. So I was like, okay, I'll help my battle buddy with this presentation because she had, she was about to do like death by PowerPoint.
Oh,
And I was
Lord.
like, you have like way too many words in this PowerPoint. So I was like, okay, I'll work on this. And then I'll go to the 7:30 Pentagon Jiu-Jitsu class. And a friend of mine calls me at 6:30 and I get into this like really long conversation with him. I haven't spoken to him since like July. He's a really good friend of mine. And we just like we're catching up and stuff. And, I'm going through a lot of personal stuff. So I was kind of unloading and whatnot. And, it's already like 7:30 at this point. An hour goes by fast when you're catching up with a friend. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to class, and I finished up my conversation with him. And then I was like, yeah, Thomas, I got lazy again. So I felt guilty and I had to do that little quick circuit. So, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and I'm going to run. And then I'm going to go to the Chantilly class in the evening. And that's my plan for tomorrow. And hopefully I, stick to it. That's the motivation anyway.
Yeah, I was trying to do like hot yoga once a week, and Monday was supposed to be my day. And hold on a second. My stupid camera just froze. Yeah, it didn't work for me. Like I totally just lazied out of going.
You're still frozen.
I know. Hold on a second. I need to fix this. There we are. But yeah, so an hour and a half in doing yoga in a sauna is actually does pretty good for you.
Oh yeah, I went through a Bikram yoga phase like near when it started to become popular. The one thing I could never get over was like just how much the studio always smelled like stinky feet. I could never get over that. But I agreed. Like they always said like, oh, your first Bikram yoga experience, you're gonna hate it. It's gonna be awful. I actually didn't think it was too bad like the first time around. But like, yeah, it gets hot. I mean, you definitely feel a detox effect from it.
So, I used to go with my little sister, and the first time that I went, I was pissed. I was like, because I almost passed out. But these other two guys were in there, and I think it was their first time too, and they both just like face planted. Like we're doing some pose, and the next thing I know, I look over because I see something just fall, just go boom. And then
yep, that was a person.
I looked over, I was like, oh, he passed out. And then his buddy, same thing. Bang.
Yeah.
I was worried for him because I when I was a teenager doing judo, we were doing breathing exercises, and I blacked out because I did it too hard and too quickly and basically just too wrong. And when I fell forward, I hit my chin and my head snapped back. So my instructor was.
It gave you whiplash?
I think it did. Yes, it did, because like my neck was like painful and wonky for a couple weeks, but he was worried I broke my neck. My instructor was like, "Oh my God, Tom, are you okay?" I was like, "Oh, what happened? What happened? Did you break your neck?" "I don't know. I can still move. Probably not."
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm having trouble finding Angie on Flow Grappling.
Do you want me to share my screen instead?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
All right, let me pull up her video.
Anyways, so Monday night edition. Couldn't get schedules to connect for the weekend. What we're gonna do we're gonna review our friend Angie's matches from, was it Masters Worlds in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could give it a little advice and get a little twisted while we're doing it.
All right. And what is your drink of choice, Thomas?
Coke Zero and rum.
Nice.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking from my mom's sippy cup wine glass, some delicious black box Chardonnay. Very classy, I know.
It's box wine.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, you get the best bang for your buck. But it's black box, so it's like one step above Frenzia, right? Huh?
Yeah, true.
Ooh. All right, I'm about to share my screen so we can take a look at. Oh, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
I did. Hold on a second.
That's what it says.
1 second. Allow. Well, damn.
Do you know how to
I don't know
enable
how.
it?
I don't know how to enable it. I can screen share. I can do it. It's no problem.
Well, do you have the videos?
Yeah, she sent them to me.
Okay.
So first one. Oh, actually.
I haven't seen these yet, so it'll be, completely unscripted.
Yeah, full disclosure, I haven't watched them yet either. So
I mean, when you got kids to take care of and a full work schedule, it's hard to find the time.
this is true. All right, share screen. This one. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. I don't
It's a
know
bit
which
blurry, but
I think it's a cell phone video.
oh, that's the worst. All right. Well, we'll work with what we got and we'll see what kind of input we can provide for her.
Yeah. Well, anyways, here we go.
So I guess she's the one in blue.
Yeah.
She always has really good pressure game, and you can tell that she trains with Sugi because she's doing that Toriando. She's attempting in really good shoulder pressure, but her opponent is fighting hard.
I feel like
But
she could have. I feel like she could have got the pass if she would have just committed to it a little bit more.
Yeah, and if she had like pulled the legs and the arms away from each other, she would have. But some opponents, man, they putting a lot of muscle into keeping their legs and their
Oh,
arms close to each other. Her opponent is doing well at staying tight, which is important when someone's trying to pass your guard. You want to kind of stay tight. Your elbows and knees close to each other.
Angie needs to come up to her toes when she's doing that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It looks like she's in a half guard right now, trying to pass that half guard. Her opponent's kind of, oh.
I think her opponent.
Where's the ref at? Aren't they supposed to?
He's right there on the left.
Yeah, I'm wondering because they're pretty much out of bounds at this point.
Yeah, they're on the other mat.
Yeah, you can't really. I guess he was just trying to find the right moment. Because I mean, I've always thought it was kind of bad for a ref to move two people during like a transition phase. So as a ref, I feel like you kind of want to look for a stagnant situation to move them.
Yeah, it depends on the ref. I've seen some refs that are immediately just stopping the action and moving them, but this guy looked like, I think you're right. I think he was just waiting for the right time.
Yeah. So it looks like we have, what is this, a full guard? Oh, no. She's her opponent's got her in side control.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I
started
think
over
this is
again.
back to the beginning.
Yeah, next one. Oop. I think these are out of order.
Yeah, I think that other one was, yeah, there we go. Well, it looks like she's really trying to get out of that. Uh-oh, now she's stuck in, her opponent's got her in mount.
Yeah, she's got her opponent in quarter guard though, so luckily there's no points given.
Is it? I see that she's like pretty much, oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to get that half guard, you really want that, you want it deep in there, because if you just have the ankle, it's,
Just
it's
a matter of
difficult to
time,
do anything.
right?
But you can tell she's trying to like straighten out her opponent's leg. Yeah, I think this is a repeat. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's like once if you're in a half guard, once you get your knee past their thighs and you get it on the ground, it's very hard for them to do anything.
Also, I think she can't move because her right arm is stuck on the other side of her opponent's body. So she's kind of
sprawled.
Is kind of twisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're in that position, you want to get your arms in.
Yeah.
In and tight. Yeah. Oh, no, she got her arm back.
Now at this point, I mean, I think her opponent is pretty high up. So if she wanted to, I mean, so there's this really advanced move that she could do if she had the flexibility and the strength, or even just like the knowledge of it. I'm not saying that she doesn't have the flexibility or strength for this, but if your opponent is really high up on you in a full mount, you could bring your legs up and over their back and hook your feet under their armpits and pull them back off of you. I've seen it done. I have attempted this. I've not been successful, but I have seen it done. So it is it's possible, but it requires a lot of like strength and flexibility to do that. I think the person I saw it from was Sophia. She was a purple belt when she trained at Pentagon MMA a couple of years ago. Actually, I think she was a blue belt, and then she became a purple belt pretty quickly, and now she's a brown belt, and she's doing wonderful things over in Poland right now. She works in the foreign service.
Yeah, I thought Sophia was a purple belt the entire time she trained with us.
Yeah, maybe she was. I could be wrong. But she's a brown belt now, and she works for the State Department, traveling, every 2 years. Anyway, she also does pole dancing, and so she's developed that like superhuman ab strength, where she can do like flags, human flag, and all kinds of other crazy pole dancing techniques. So she was the only one I have ever seen pull off that move. And I think she could attribute that to her pole dancing. I mean, pole dancing isn't just a the kind of thing that you see at the strip club. It's a serious sport. I mean, if you do it seriously, you can get super strong and very flexible by doing it and look good the entire time.
So I'm going to try to find her match on Flow Grappling so you can see the whole thing. But
Angie's?
Yeah, Angie's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. But no, Sophia was really good, as I remember.
Yeah, very technical.
Very technical, yes.
Mm-hmm. I visited her when she was living in Brazil, and and of course, while I was there, I had to train. You can't go to Brazil and not train BJJ while you're there. So I was like, yeah, I might, vacation or not, I have to train. So I went to her gym and trained with her and some of her teammates. And yeah, even I think at the time she had like an injured wrist. And even then it was like, I was like, damn, this sticky guard. She was a good challenge, it kind of, her being promoted to brown belt. And I've been seeing a lot of like other promotions of girls whom I was blue belts with and then purple belts with, and now they're brown belts. And it's like really digging into that insecurity I'm feeling, that I'm not training enough and I'm not progressing enough. And I had to remind myself, well, there was COVID and then I had a baby. So, cut myself some slack. But it's kind of hard when you train a sport pretty seriously, or that you're very passionate about, and you're seeing other people around you whom you were equal with, they're suddenly getting promoted and you're like, damn, kind of hurts,
That was my worry with some guys when I got my purple belt, when I was promoted to purple belt, because Corey, who was a blue belt when I started, was still a blue belt when I got my purple. And Bear Andrew, even though he took a break, like it was weird being a belt rank above him. You know what I mean? Because these are guys that I learned from and kind of give me motivation to get better, because they were kicking my butt regularly. And I was in my mind, even though I'm a purple belt and a couple steps above them, they're always going to be my superiors, like just in my head. It'd be kind of like if I was in the military and somebody was, for example, the rank of captain when I was a second lieutenant, and then they're still a captain when I'm a lieutenant colonel. Like I'm always going to view them as being my superior.
Yeah.
But the cool
It's
thing
kind of, kind of messes with my head a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for all the like personal challenges in my life to kind of clear up so that I can establish a routine and stick to it. I think that I've been going through a lot of life changes, that it's been very difficult to, actually like establish a set schedule.
No, I got you.
So it's like once I like figure all my ish out and kind of get into the swing of a steady schedule, then I can like really focus on certain days that I train and, other days that I don't, and plan out my weeks accordingly. But right now things are just too fluid that I have days like this where I could have trained and I'm just, having to do other things or deal with other personal challenges.
So,
but that's life.
It is. Real quick, yeah. I found her matches, but they're in a 9-hour video and I'm waiting for it to load.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, are they the 9-hour video? Is that all of I bet you it's all the matches that happened on that particular mat.
It is.
From beginning to end of the entire day. So we had to figure out when she competed.
Well, looking at her text message, she has a screenshot, and I think I have the time. So I'm just waiting for it.
Let's see if I do too.
Jeez.
9 a.m. No. That's just mat 3. Oh, okay. No. I see she has
it's like 3 hours.
3:21:57.
Yeah.
So 3 hours and 21 minutes and 57 seconds.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to load up. Well,
that was helpful.
Yes. So the video is funny because it's a referee and he's just doing this. And he's frozen in time. I found it hilarious.
Well, it's funnier when you can actually see what you're talking about.
Here, I'll share it. See him?
It's like he's doing he's getting ready to announce. I feel so bad for Sugi, and the fact that he had planned for this tournament, and he was really excited about it, and then injured his Achilles.
I know it was really bad timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention, who was the black belt who recently was murdered in Brazil?
Leandro Lowe.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, that's even sadder news.
You know what? I think that was intentional because the guy who shot him was a police officer who was also a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And if you're from the same town as somebody like Leandro Lowe, what are the odds that you don't know who that guy is? Do you see what I mean?
You really think so?
I kind of think so. Like Leandro Lowe
I thought it was over like alcohol or something.
Well, it was, but apparently this guy went over and picked up his bottle and got into a fight with him and then pulled out his gun and shot him. Something like that. Like what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I doubt it was I mean, I feel like what you're implying is that he had some beef because he's a purple belt and Leandro was a black belt. But I really think it was just like a lot of guys try to act macho, and maybe he was like, you might be a black belt, but I got a gun. So pew. I don't know. Maybe that's like the scenario, but I think guys just in general let their egos get the best of them. And then you bring alcohol into that. And some
Yeah.
people just cannot drink. Like as soon as they start drinking, they get crazy, angry, reckless, whatever. Some people just cannot hold their alcohol.
Yeah, the conspiracy theorist in me thinks that it was a hit.
Can you bring that to full screen? Because it's very tiny. There you go. Perfect.
Getting there inch by inch.
Well, this could be fun to watch though. Oh. I want to see some female matches because, represent.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Actually, is that her? That is
Yeah,
her.
I think so. I mean, she said 321, right? Yeah, so you're into her match. Yeah, there we go. Go back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, this should be the beginning of it.
Okay.
You got to give it some time, Thomas, for them to walk up to the mat. Jeez.
I know. I was just trying to get the right spot. Oh my gosh. Now.
Oh my God. Oh, you got to love buffering.
Oh, boo. Hold on a second. There we go.
Okay, perfect. What the?
This part in the video is jacked. That's what it is. So we just got to wait for it to start. There we go.
That's just close enough to the beginning.
Yeah. She needs to get her sleeve. Her sleeve grips back.
But I feel like even there, if she had like brought her knee in and like forced, or like jumped around to the other side and like forced the legs and the arms apart. Or like here, when she's coming in to do a knee cut, she needs to switch her grips to the collar.
Right.
And and you're right, like she should try to get those wrist grips off of her. A quick, just turn of the wrist to do that. But when you're in the moment, you're not always thinking about that. Is this just me seeing the,
No, it's flow grappling.
okay, you think it's a buffering thing?
No, it's the feed, like the way they record. It's the way that it came in while they were recording.
Mm-hmm. I think I may have had this same problem that Angie's having right now. Like I've had that in my matches too, where I just can't seem to like knee cut pass or Toriando.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm realizing now part of it is also she's not really bringing her hips into it too much.
Yeah, definitely. She needs to bring her hips forward. Ah, I think
Yeah.
this is the point where the ref was taking his time getting everybody recentered.
No, because I'm pretty sure that was like the back left corner. But yeah, if you're like trying to knee cut, and you don't have your hips forward enough,
Mhm.
it's not gonna work. Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, it's back there. I mean, this opponent seems to be, pretty tough. So it looks like it was a fair match.
Yeah, they seem to be
Comparable.
pretty evenly skilled. Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh, I can see she's trying to get under that knee to maybe do
Like a butterfly sweep or something.
yeah, a butterfly sweep. So now her opponent has got her knee past Angie's thighs, and that's what's making it very difficult. And so Angie can't really like switch her hips very well. I think she's also trying to do one of the baseball choke on her right now, her opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's causing her to like focus on that and prevent that. But if she were to like push her knee down, her opponent's knee down between her legs, she could like get that half guard, a deeper half guard, and switch her hips over and try to get out from there. But I think, the fact that his face is being smushed in, or even here, get into turtle. I can see she tried, yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell she was trying to get into that turtle, which was the right move. Like that was the right transition to get into at that point. And honestly, like with her opponent kind of high up on her like that, you can tell she's trying to do it again. That's what I would be doing, is trying to get into that turtle again. But I can't really see what she's doing to what her opponent is doing to her face right now.
I think she's trying an Ezekiel.
That does not look comfortable, I'll tell you that much. Okay, you can see she's trying to get deep half right there, but she still needs to like push that knee in between her legs.
What's the score?
I don't know. They don't show you the scoreboard.
I thought they did.
I mean, in this video.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be difficult for a 9-hour video.
Mm-hmm. I feel like in this position, Angie should have tried a lot harder in getting that turtle position.
No, I agree.
Because the quarter guard is shallow enough that she can just like transition her knees under her, and her opponent is high up enough that she wouldn't really be able to do much about that transition.
True.
But I think that Angie was focused largely on just trying to get that half guard and doing something with that. But yeah, next time. If it's a shallow quarter guard, then let's say just transition into something else. Stop, fighting for the half guard. Transition into like a turtle position, and then she could, roll out of that or whatever. Did she only have one match?
I think so.
Oh. Do you want to see the next video? Or okay, never mind.
Hold on. I mean the next one on that 9-hour stream?
Yeah, I meant the next match. Unless you wanted to talk about something else.
No, that's fine. One sec.
Did you end up reviewing a match last night? You said you might do that.
Yeah, it was clips from hold on one second. Where'd it go?
Where did flow grappling go?
Yeah, it's right there. Hold on.
I have this giant fly that's been buzzing around my apartment for like the past 2 days. And I was hoping that my cat would catch it, but he's a lazy ass. So he just kind of like watches it buzz around. I'm like, what are you good for anyway?
I walked face first into a spider web in front of my door. And the spider was huge.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Did it like it was all on your face and everything?
On the top of my head.
Gross. I've walked into a spider web. I hate that feeling. It's the worst. All right, what do we got here?
Oh.
Yeah, pulling guard.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we do judo at Chantilly MMA.
We do.
It's funny when you're a lower belt, you always think like, okay, full guard is great. Like I want to get them into full guard. And I might be speaking for just myself, but like when you get in, as you gain more experience, you're like, man, I hate full guard. I never want to fucking be in full guard or put someone in full guard because it's such a stagnant position. It's so difficult to break full guard or get something from it if you're the person who has your opponent in full guard. It's really hard to get a submission from there. It just feels like such a stationary position. At least for me, I don't know. I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, I used to be like, yeah, full guard is great. And now I'm like, I fucking hate it. I'd rather work open guard any day.
Now, everybody knows it now, though. I mean, not just now, but everybody knows it. And that's what makes it,
That's true. Yeah. It's one of those guards that you practice a lot with when you're a white belt and a blue belt. Oh man, I thought this would be a female match, but clearly it is not.
When never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh wait, now I want you to say it. No. You can't be like, you know what?
Well, the guy on the white walked out. I was like, oh, the ladies match. And the guy on the left walked out. I was like, wait a second, it's not.
Yeah, I realized that it wasn't a female match when like the guy with the long hair like wasn't wearing a sports bra, like his chest was all exposed. And I was like, okay, that's definitely not a female because they would not allow that.
This is true.
This ain't Europe, people. Okay. And it
Oh, wait.
seems like they're trying to do some judo here, like instead of just pulling guard. That's always nice to see. But sometimes it's not as entertaining
No.
when they're both just kind of like standing there holding each other's grips.
The guy in the black needs to come up off of his knees.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he has really good foundation though. That's the Toriano right there. That see what I mean? Like as soon as you do that, you like bring your knee in, even like the I think that's what we were saying about Angie's Toriano is that she didn't bring her
knee up.
Knee in fast enough. Like she didn't fully commit to it.
Right.
She probably felt that she couldn't separate the knee and the arm enough to do that. She would meet resistance, which is probably fair. I mean, like she probably would have, but still, if you really force your knee in there, you can.
So the guy in the black is playing loose with his left hand when they're standing up. Like he's not even going for a grip. See, look, he's doing it again.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just go for a grip. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good effort.
This stream is terrible.
Yeah, it's like what are we paying for here, man? Like update your satellite. Not you, Thomas. I mean like theirs.
No, I got you. Oh, man,
that was. I've been trying a lot more of that, like handstand stuff where people are trying to do stuff to my legs, and I'm like, do. I'm just gonna do a handstand, you know.
I pulled off a
He's got a really good knee on belly though. Like he knows how to transition into that really well. Oh, but we got some good. I thought we were gonna see some inversion there.
I thought he was going for it, but he
yeah. He might not like have the inversion game down well.
No.
Who knows?
He's got the
body. But I thought so too. I thought he was going to do some inversion there.
He definitely has the body type for it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell? I don't want no advertisements.
Hold on.
Is it built into the stream or is it like?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
It's built in.
There we go. Oh. What is he trying to? I see him trying to like hook that guy. Okay, I thought he was like trying to hook the back of his neck with his foot. If he just switched his hips, there we go, the other way. Yeah, that's what I would have recommended. Yeah, he waited too long to do that, I guess. Okay, that guy is like doing the most right now. Are you gonna do some fucking burpees too, man? Like, chill out. I guess he's really proud of himself. Good for him.
Oh, did he like rip open his jacket?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, calm down. It's not like you're winning a $10,000 here. But hey, you know what? It means he's passionate about his sport.
I mean, at least he has the body for that. Like if I did it, I mean, you probably see some abs, some loose skin.
I'd be like, fuck you, Thomas. Why should it matter what build your body is? Like, you want to fucking do that shit,
I'm still a little self-conscious from being bigger. Yeah, actually, the guy
I'd
in
be
the
like,
white
fuck
looks
it.
the guy in the white looks familiar. Like I feel like he's probably from Virginia.
I think the next match is a female match. So I just want to like, I kind of want to like review that one
No, that's
just
fine.
real quick. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's skip forward. What is with that is some long ass hair. How do you do jujitsu with hair that long?
I don't
Like
know.
how does your hair not get stepped on constantly? Like at least put it in a bun, man.
Would it be legal to choke him with his own dreads?
Like he might be able to.
Do you want to skip forward?
I kind of want to see how much his hair gets in the way of this match. Like I'm I'm kind of curious about that. Like how do you have hair that long? And like I'd be so irritated as his opponent with that hair just like constantly whipping me in the face. I'd be like, bro, put your hair in a bun or something or cut it.
I did judo with long hair for about 2 weeks and then I cut it all off.
Right. Cause you see how like impractical it is.
It got caught and everything.
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, the fact that he has dreads, that's like a little different than just like hair, just like blah. But still, I mean, he could like whip him in the face with his dreads.
I would totally try to choke him with his own hair.
Right. I've had girls with long hair. When I'm rolling with them, they're like, you know, doing something like this, and their hair is just like all up in my face and in my mouth and shit. And I'm like, blah, it's like, gross.
He's got that little like that back lapel grip behind his
Yeah.
opponent's neck. That's pretty good. It's got him in kind of a
Yeah.
cradle.
Yeah. It's giving him some good control, but I feel like the guy on bottom could bring his knee in.
Dude's hair is definitely caught in that shoulder crunch.
Like he could even like just do a tactical stand up right now. You just like push the guy away and do tactical stand up if he timed it right.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wait, does he have his bottom? Oh no, wait, never mind. He has his bottom like pinned. And he's splaying his legs out a lot to bring his hips into it so that it just stays there.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a pretty wide base. The guy on bottom could still pull his leg out pretty easily.
Yeah, he's the guy in the blue still has options too. He get
Yeah.
that butterfly hook in, and then he could attempt a butterfly sweep from there.
It looks like he's trying to get the
lasso, maybe?
The lasso.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for.
So he just needs to switch his grip then.
Yeah.
And get his foot out.
He grabbed dude's hair.
He's like, damn, hair.
No, you may have missed it, but he went to grab his sleeve and he grabbed his one of his dreads instead, and just like
yeah, he was like flipping it back.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, that guy has a really tight lasso, and even if he's not necessarily going to like, even if he doesn't successfully execute a sweep with it, it's stopping his opponent from advancing any further.
So the guy in the white,
nothing else.
The guy in the white, to help neutralize that, needs to like retreat a little bit, because the closer you are to someone with a lasso, the stronger the lasso is. The further back you are, the weaker it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, lasso guard is a pretty relatively advanced move, I think. So if you don't have a lot of experience with it, you're not quite sure what to do with it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think he lost it.
Yeah, looks like it. The guy on top's just trying to like climb up to establish a side control.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I thought that may have been, oh, no,
Nope.
tactical.
ooh, double butterfly hooks. Nope.
You can tell he's trying to like stand up, like get himself out of that, but guy with the dreads just keeps pressuring into him.
Yep.
That makes it really difficult.
That was a good
That's
scramble.
where, so like I've been in that situation a lot where I'm trying to do a tactical stand up, but the person just keeps pressuring into me and it makes it very difficult. And that's when I started, like one day it clicked, like start using inversion.
Mhm.
You know, you might not be able to, they might like keep pressuring into you. So just try to do a berimbolo, not a berimbolo, a Granby roll, and you know, get out like that. And I've been successful with that, or like just, you know, playing around with inversion game.
Yeah,
And
I get it.
again, like I was prompted to do that because of like this problem here where you're trying to do a tactical stand up or get away, and the person just pressure nonstop.
Yeah, I can't do inverted very much. Split seconds here and there in specific situations I can, but not like you. You can just go upside down. I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know where I got the flexibility from because I definitely do not, I don't stretch outside of jujitsu.
Nope.
Maybe like once in a blue moon, I'll do some yoga, but
Nope.
I don't know. I mean, I used to stretch a lot back in the day when I exercised a lot. I would stretch a lot, but
Hmm.
oh, there we go. That's how it's done. That's how you get out of that.
Guy in the black is being pretty offensive here. Like his offense is keeping the guy in the blue on his toes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's snapping him down. He's driving into him. He's moving him. I don't think he knows very much in terms of takedowns. Oh, he pulled guard.
He's like, man, fuck this.
Yeah.
You can tell the guy in blue is like, this motherfucker
Yeah. He's
pulling
ready.
guard. I was really hoping for another female match. Maybe they were all before Angie's.
Probably. I mean, it is a 9-hour stream. There's plenty of matches
Yeah,
to review.
endless.
Okay, so the guy in the black needs to engage his right foot somehow in another
Yeah,
way.
I was just thinking that.
Like leaving it out
Like if
like that.
you can't just have like one foot on the hip and the other foot just like in the air. You really need to. Was it always like at least 3 points of contact?
Mm-hmm. See, he's doing it again. I mean, it also leaves your foot open for an ankle lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that frustrating full guard again.
Mm-hmm. The full guard can be a pain to get out of. Depending
Yeah.
on who it is, even I have trouble getting out of it.
The question is, what is the guy in the black trying to do?
He grabbed the lapel.
I feel like he's trying to do like he's hoping for an arm bar or a triangle. Oh, I'm not sure that.
Um,
I'm not
you
sure
know
what
what?
he's going for there. I think he was just trying to go for something.
Yeah, I think he grabbed the lapel, but didn't really have
Oh,
a
that's a
plan.
pretty good Granby
Oh,
roll right there. Oh,
oh, almost came up.
yeah.
Oh, the guy in blue's going for.
What's that called?
It's not an Ezekiel. Oh, he was pushing him away.
Oh, he's just being a dick.
Yeah. Oh, he trapped the guy in the bottom's arm with the lapel.
I remember Sugi taught us this one pass where you get, if you're in full guard, you get that person's arm underneath them
Mm-hmm.
by holding onto the sleeve with your other arm
Mm-hmm.
and like just pressuring into them in the opposite direction. So it kind of twists their body.
Right.
And I've been trying that and it's hit or miss.
I've been hit by that a couple of times. It's not comfortable.
Yeah. But like some people are just like, super flexible and it just doesn't really like, they can defend against it really well.
Yeah.
So then I also don't know if there's something I'm doing wrong when I'm trying it. Looks like he's trying to go for that arm bar again.
Yeah.
And this is why full guard is so frustrating because it's like it takes so much energy.
And yet there's some people who are masters of getting out of it. Just if
Yeah.
they get caught in it, 2-3 seconds flat, they're out.
And some people who are masters at like getting a submission from it.
Yeah, definitely.
Now this guy seems like he's pretty good at being on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. He's barely been on the flat of his back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you never want to be completely flat on your back. You either want to be leaning forward more onto your butt or, back more onto your shoulders. Keeping your body engaged, because if you're flat on your back, then someone can just like, pancake on top of you. Otherwise, if you're, more forward or, more toward your shoulders, you can keep your body engaged and more flexible in response to what your opponent is doing. So I think that's a good tip for our viewers out there.
Yeah, and everybody needs to keep in mind when it comes to close guard / full guard, there's a multitude of different ways to get out of it. So if you get stuck and your go-to pass doesn't work, try another one. Just keep spamming them until you finally get out. That's my advice there.
Yeah.
And if you're playing full guard, if sweep and submit, that's going to be your bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Man, these are all small guys. Look how tiny they are.
But I think that's why we've been seeing a lot of flexibility and inversion compared to what we might otherwise see.
Yeah.
So I think smaller guys are tend to be better at that kind of stuff.
Definitely. Even with breakdancing, all the greats are under 5'6".
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're under 5'6", about 150 pounds.
What do we got here?
He needs to bring his left knee down. Like that's a big opening.
Mm-hmm. Which the other guy did not take.
Right.
Now he's got his arms straight. So if he wanted to go for like an arm bar or a triangle, he just had to unhook his legs there and reposition them.
Yeah, and the way that he's standing right now, he needs to do something, because if the guy in the black just opened his legs and switched his close guard to around his knees, it's a very easy sweep. I do it all the time.
I think what the guy in white was intending to do was that one where you like squat down and have your knees in their thighs to kind of break their guard that way. But his biggest problem was he wasn't squatting enough, and then his arms were all extended. So
that was a big mistake. Nobody's got points yet. Doesn't look like it. He needs to recover half guard at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like shrimp his hips back and then go back in with his
Mm-hmm.
half guard. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that was a pretty good transition. Oh, I think he's got half guard now.
No, yeah, there's points. Oh, wait. Yeah, he did have him in half guard. How did he get points?
Maybe it was considered a sweep.
Probably. Oh, it looks like deep half.
Man, that's so fucking irritating. Like that guy just sitting on his head like that. I'd be like, you know what? You're an asshole.
He can still get a deep half sweep from there.
Oh,
take his back.
oh, that guy just like stepped right over that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He's using that pressure game a lot.
Yeah. He could have butterfly swept him easy. Well, maybe not so easy. If his hips were, yeah, he's got his arm around his hips.
Well, now he's stuck in side control.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to figure that out. I was like, what are you doing, man? You know the basic side control escape. Come on. Bump and shrimp, bump and shrimp. Like he just needs to switch his hips the other direction. And that knee there would be irrelevant. Now he's stuck in that mount. Well, he managed to pop himself out of there.
Ah, come off your knees. Pressure. Pressure.
Pressure. I'm not sure what the guy in black is doing right now.
Yeah, I can't see him. Oh, oh, oh.
I see.
Oh, he tapped. There's a guillotine.
Damn. Oh. Sucks. Well, I mean, that the guy in the white had a lot of pressure game.
He seemed like he was a bit more skilled than the guy in the black. At least more experienced. Yeah. Which happens. It's fine. You know,
Yeah, it happens.
learning experience. That's what's up.
It seemed like it was a pretty fair match, though. Like skill, like size, I guess. I didn't think that when I was watching that, I didn't think the guy who won seemed that much more skilled. I think he was just really
like a bit more aggressive.
More aggressive and
Yeah.
putting a lot more pressure.
Yeah. His pressure game seemed like it was pretty good. So
yeah.
All right, ma'am.
Sir.
We are at a minute shy of an hour. So
yeah. No, I really enjoyed kind of changing things up. For me, changing things up and reviewing some videos. I really enjoy doing that. And it, I think it's important to watch matches, not just black belt matches, that everybody's oohing and eyeing over, but, to those viewers out there, I think it's important to watch matches of, white belts, blue belts, purple belts, like all of the belt ranges. And sometimes more importantly, watching matches of people who are about your skill set, if not like lower, because then you can see, oh, that's what I used to do. Oh, that's, now I realize I have to do this to get out of that. Or like, oh, that's the same problem I run into. That's what I can do to get out of that. So if you're always watching like black belt matches, you might learn a few things, but I think you might learn a little bit more if you watch matches that are between people around your same skill set, if not a little bit. Just a little bit higher, a little bit lower. That's my
Yeah.
advice to you all.
Yeah, don't just watch Gordon Ryan. Like,
Right,
watch other people.
right.
I gotta go. My dog is
Yeah.
gonna eat me if she doesn't get fed.
I hear you. Well, thanks again for having me, Thomas.
Yeah, I think next time, speaking of Gordon Ryan, I want to review Gordon Ryan's match with Andre Galboa from ADCC.
I'm down.
I think we can get that on Flow because I want to see how that goes down.
Okay, I'm down. I mean, I
Oh.
don't know how much I'll have to say in response to a black belt match, or how much advice I can give them. Like, I don't know. I think they know what they're doing, but
Oh no, this isn't going to be about advice. This is going to be about us
just being like, whoa.
being like, holy crap, what was that?
Yeah.
You know. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you training tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. I think I'm covering 3 classes.
Oh, that's fun. Wait, Jordan's not going to be there?
No. I'm
Damn.
covering for him, so that'll be fine.
It's going to be a long night for you. Well, I'll be there to help out with too. So,
Okay.
yep.
I'll
All
see you
right.
later.
See you tomorrow, Thomas.
Bye.
Bye to everyone else.